audio and other things are working out. If anybody hears this and thinks the music sucks, just turn it off and if it's too loud or too quiet, please let me know. So what I'm doing today, and maybe for the rest of the week, is just doing nightly studies of pre-existing Legend of Zelda artwork that is fun stuff I remember from my childhood, and the whole point of what I'm trying to get to is eventually I'd like to create a sort of a spec storyboard or a storyboard sample that I could use to, I don't know, see if I can get a job on the new Legend of Zelda film or something like that. Or its many inevitable imitators that will come directly afterward. So, I've got some Legend of Zelda art hanging out in front of me. Fun stuff. Just stuff like this, basically. I'll just start sketching it. And if anybody has anything to say or questions, call them out. Started out with the artwork from the first video game. I'm old enough to remember that game when it was new. It came out when I was like 5 years old. I remember having, that gold cartridge, so distinctive compared to everything else. Save your progress and stuff like that. Couldn't do that in any kind of Mario game. Really felt like this game that changing things. And so starting drawing school style, and that was a very almost elf, but like Santa elf kind of Link size, very very childlike. And then by the time we get to A Link to the Past, he's more definitely Legolas, Lord of the Ringsy type elf person. I remember the concept of playing an elf-like character was controversial, because it wasn't perceived as particularly manly to be an elf with pointy ears and stuff like that, but if anybody who actually took 2 seconds to play the game massive swords and weapons and puzzle solving and all that stuff. It's what an incredible series. Anyway, thinking is that, you know, it's been a long time since I've drawn any Zelda stuff just for fun. And, you know, if I was going to try and do some spec storyboards, like speculative storyboards, like something like a job you would do before you even had the job, kind of a thing. Unpaid work. You don't know if you're going to get paid, kind of a thing. It would just be sensible to first develop a sense of fluency with the art style. So that's just what I'm attempting to do by drawing it late at night. After my brain is tired, what I'm doing here is I'm just sort of absorbing it into my subconscious, subconscious, drawing without thinking too much about drawing. So that when I have to draw it again, I don't have to think too much about it. There are so many Link designs that what's fun is that no one can say, oh, well, this is the definitive Link, or anything like that. So eventually when I draw this stuff, I'll have to make a choice of which Link I sort of choose to be the hero of the project. Will it be more of an old school Link, or is it the new Link titles that will win out? They're certainly more modern and realistic. But I haven't played any of the Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. The stuff looks incredible, but I've had a busy couple years. Video games are pretty much not a reality for me anymore, though I love them. Big old sword. It's gonna go right up his butt. Make sure you get this stuff. And there's going to be the question later on, you know, after I've pretty much exhausted my time to learn these different art styles and absorb them into my emotional drawing centers. I will then need to come up with ideas for what would actually be in the storyboard. And, you know, a a lot of the Link games have this like scrolling text. I know the first Zelda did, where it like tells the prophecy of the Legend of Zelda and stuff like that. Or right now, this is like the Legend of the Golden Power, where they talk about Ganon the Thief and the seven wise men and the seven princesses, and they all, you know, use their magic to banish the dark power and stuff like that. Well, you know, that's sort of told through some in-game cutscene in the Link to the Past, but you know, what if I storyboarded it instead? Like a storyboard of a flashback or something like that. Kind of like Lord of the Rings style. That's just an idea. I could also take some of these moments, like this moment, you know, and break that down into like a scene where it's a beginning, middle, end. What would that look like, you know? Face too big in relation to the rest of his body, at least compared to the drawing. It still looks good. The hat is tricky. Pardon my sniffles. I think I'm getting either allergies or a these, I've put these little darker bits on areas, not on the top plane of the surface, but on the underside plane, and in areas of distinctive overlap. And it's just kind of a little trick that helps to reinforce like a sense of structure to the thing. Essentially, it makes a mostly unshaded drawing actually look shaded, and then makes it has the effect of making it resemble a relief sculpture, like a good example of a relief sculpture is the portrait of the presidents on our coins. It's got a lot of dimensionality, even though it's quite thinly carved out. Scrapes on his shield. Bits, chunks taken out of the sword. Just adding these small touches can make a big difference, and I'll play with the layers afterward, and you'll see how much information is transmitted through that. Okay, so toggling it on and off, you can see, you can almost make out the image just based on those little touches I put in there. So they carry a lot of information. It gets directly telegraphed into the viewer. You can squint at it, it reads a lot better with that stuff added than if you didn't. That's just something I do to juice up my artwork sometimes. It almost always looks good. And I didn't invent that. I see other artists doing it on Twitter and stuff, so I assume it's like a popular thing to do. Let's make some more space. Do a few more. right now I'm looking for whatever I should draw next, and I want to finally try and give a stab at some of the anime Zelda comics that they had in Nintendo Power. That's what I'm looking at. Like, this. I remember being blown away by the artwork. To be honest, if it's any good now, I can only guess. Apparently there's all these new Zelda comics. I'm trying to figure out what I was missing out on after all these years. Most of this stuff looks terrible, but there might be some good options in there. Because I'm not just trying to look at fan art. I want to get the, like the canon, like whatever was in the, Nintendo paid for it kind of a thing. It's gonna be this one. Or this one next. Or this one. It's definitely a change in the art style. And I didn't love how angular the portrayal of the characters became in Ocarina of Time, but obviously the game rules, so we're just gonna do. So although I'll be drawing this, I'm not going to let it linger here. Because I don't want people to think, if someone's saying it, that was my artwork. So. These crouching poses can be difficult to get the line of action. Something like this. This pose is a little off. it's still very aggressive. It is definitely time to move up in the chronological order of Zelda games. So, get to Ocarina of Time. The music changes just in time. It's definitely an unconventional pose, in my opinion. Seeing the backside of the shield, for instance, is so weird. And he's so scrunched up here. It's like he's covering his body, which is all that is good for some things, but it's not. Sort of a suboptimal silhouette. It's a little defensive. All the good poses are already taken. Used them on the other projects. They have to come up with new stuff, so this is the new. Definitely loved the sword design in this series. Definitely had all the classic and new cool things. Some decisions, like, is this arm curving this way? I think so, slightly. Pick a side. Yeah, they gave him some muscle underneath the skin here, or underneath his clothes. Tunic. effect of the clothes that he's wearing being softer. They're sort of silky looking. The way that they're folding. They don't have a lot of like rigidity. They feel like they look nicer than like the rough-hewn, thick structural burlap sack version of the outfits. With each iteration. Wrinkles are fun. Big old bulbous. Boot toe. Scabbard. Across the back. A lot of detail in this thing, but I'm gonna forego some of that. I know I've heard this song like 10 times. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going like that. It's fine. Body's looking good. I don't normally save the face for last, but in this case I kind of got distracted with the other things. It's because I'm not being too rigid about process. I'm trying to think about what best supports the pose. I had to do with what was going on with the feet and getting the twisting of the body right. Now that it's sort of at the stage you can see, it's kind of challenging. I'm pretty close with the position of the head in relation to everything else, but in the drawing, the original drawing, is even more like hunched behind his shoulder. because I'm looking less at the drawings, just more down here at the thing I'm drawing. Feeling like I intuitively know where the parts are going to go next. I don't have to keep looking up and up and up again and again and again, second guessing myself. Favorite Zelda songs. He's got these great gloves and cottons. Badass. Each game. I was so tired before I started this stream. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be too tired. But good with these drawing, bits of enjoyable drawing challenges really stimulate me. If anybody's watching. If anybody's watching, just type something. It's okay if you're not. Twitch stuff set up simply so I can tell if anybody's watching yet. I can only tell if people are chatting. So this version of the song, you can hear the rain in the background. My best drawing of a shield. Definitely got the size wrong. And the proportions. Don't get bogged down. Just information. Pass it on to the person who next has to act on that information. You're building a scale model, not the actual thing. Shadow drops in here. Hilarious. Oh my gosh. Butts. What's up, bro? Your first raid. Uh-oh. What is a raid? Do people come here to taunt me? Hey, since you're listening, do you think the music is too loud, not loud enough, or perfect? Here's some links. I could speak louder. Okay. Can't I just, like, jack up the gain on the microphone? I don't know if that will do anything. Yeah, I mean, I guess I mumble. Does this sound better if I talk like this? Is it better? Less mumbly? Probably easier to lower the music in that case. Yes, it probably is. Okay, I'll do that just a little bit too. It's good. All right, I'm not going to be too self-conscious about it. How are you, man? How was your day? Much better now. All right, cool. Thank you for your feedback, everybody. How many people are here? Is it like 2, 3 people? And I really appreciate you guys stopping by. That's awesome. I don't know if John gave anybody any context whatsoever, but uh, 15 viewers, cool. The purpose of what I'm doing right now is to sort of harness a fluency in my subconscious, like drawing part of my brain that is sort of understands how to draw Link and other Zelda characters without thinking about it too much. And so by just sort of zoning out and doing studies, but in a method that I know helps to understand the form of the thing, not just the surface, um, it will create that sort of fluency where then I can be more gestural and experimental and create my own artwork to the later goal of doing a spec storyboard, like a spec sort of basically a sample of what could be a Zelda storyboard, because they've announced that live action Link project, and that would be a absolute dream job kind of a thing, right? So looks like the hilt of the Master Sword. Yes, yeah, that's true. It's got the striations. Also, it's like that's that. It's got that. I'm really dating myself here, but he almost that's like the Jonathan Taylor Thomas hair, like that kid from Home Improvement from when I was a kid, a show that we watched. That that part down the middle with the bangs, which I had and absolutely rocked when this thing came out. So this again is just more cool Link adapting with the times. Okay, I don't want to belabor this one too much. Is there anybody who like has a thing they would like to see drawn that's Zelda related? That can like, if there's a thing like draw this thing, I will give it a shot. Otherwise, I'm just sort of riffing on whatever's coming up on Google. And so part of this is I haven't really played the newer Zeldas, the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't played them all, but I played the shit out of Ocarina of Time and everything that came before it. And I know that what was the one on the Wii? Anyway, I remember beating that, and yet I don't have a. Yeah, would the movie cater to the more classical or to the Breath of the Wild? Skyward Sword, no, Twilight Princess. That was the one. The one before Skyward Sword. I started Skyward Sword and I didn't finish it. And yeah, that sort of is the question. Like, what is the design of Link? I can tell you from my studies so far that it changes drastically and with good reason. And what an amazing franchise to appeal to across generations and not be cringe. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, I feel that it's live action. They'll probably find some way to make it Lord of the Ringsy, and but does Link transfer that great to or Zelda in general to live action? I just keep wondering about the hood. I know they got rid of it in Breath of the Wild, right? So I guess that's for the best. Maybe they hadn't had this planned the entire time. Oh yeah, exactly. Is he going to be mute? Yeah. I wish the cartoon wasn't so controversial. Should I do a study of that Zelda cartoon? Excuse me, princess. Oh man, classic. All right, I'm gonna pull out some. Find a badass. Right now, I'm looking at the. There we go. Yeah, this one's cool. There's something. Ah, this is the one. This is the one from the intro. I'll bring it down here so we can see it. If you saw the show, you'll recognize this shot. The saving the day, shooting the ground, and turning the whatever, like he like creates a splash or something with the zap of the sword. Look at this sword. This sword design is something different. Okay. I'm gonna draw this a little bit. See how it goes. Pretty much a dagger. That's correct. And I wonder if that was for any sort of specific one. Yeah, yeah. The genuine sound effects and they did. I thought they did really good music in that show too. They didn't. People thought it was cringe, but I thought it was fucking amazing. But it also, you know, did all the tropey stuff that everybody finds annoying. This is a cool pose because there's a lot of foreshortening in it. It was the sideshow in a cartoon show. Toon Link giving the side eye. I still get my hair grown out like this sometimes. Big old mullet. Yeah, never had a GameCube. There's Zelda over here. I thought this was a pretty sexy Zelda for a kid show. Definitely delivered on that. And the sprite. Right? That was her name, right? Sprite? Yeah. Boy, that would be fun to play Zelda with my kids. Of course they'd be into it. Why not? Everybody loves Zelda. When are you gonna break that seal? Oh, for the video games? Yeah, well, I don't want to talk about stuff that makes me old, but they came home from school the other day, and Kiki was like, "Yeah, I played a game on my iPad at school, and that even if you don't give a computer at home, they'll give them one at school, so they're gonna do this stuff." I'm all for it, but uh, kids today have way too much homework, so there's like no time for anything. But eventually, yeah, for sure, video games, all this stuff. She already knows about like Mario and Pokemon and stuff. As far as I know, she's never played Pokemon or a Mario game. It's just sort of kids at school talk about it, and it's exciting. Sleep over and play video games, yeah. That would be fun. Must do justice to Zelda. She had kind of that She-Ra vibe, not or something in this. I mean, She-Ra was not like how they portrayed the Zelda character, but I thought how she looked a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong. Switch back to Link here. I gotta do the sword justice because it is a doozy. I was thinking it was a little bit like the Chitara, like the tight-fitting sort of battle outfits of fun. He gave her pants, yeah. Yeah, she wasn't wearing like a leotard, but probably the pants decision was, I don't know, there was probably way too much controversy about, like, because they gave Link pants too. Alright, that's not bad. It's not going to get much better than that. Drawing the sword coming at the camera is pretty tricky. Link's bare-cheeked in the cartoon. Not in this drawing. See? He's got pants on here. He's got pants on right here. The pants. There was a scene where he was sort of in his jammies, in like the first episode. Pantaloons. Get all this good energy. Definitely chose to give him dark brown hair for some reason. Probably just to offset, make him look not related to Zelda. That's not that great. Trying to copy a not great original piece of artwork and do it justice while possibly improving it. Yeah, but what do you do in a Zelda movie? How is he supposed to talk? I don't think you can, right? Not across any game has he done anything like that. So, like, no matter what happens, people are going to be pissed off or confused. Unless they just sort of make it canon, like, hey, he's mute, like he doesn't talk. Can't. Good night. Yes, I know it's late. If anybody needs to go, I don't take offense. I appreciate everybody coming by. Man, that is so tricky to not look super weird. I feel like no matter what I do, like I didn't do it right. He's definitely got some Zac Efron vibes here. My drawing. Yeah, I don't want to see it either. But luckily, I think even he is aged out um, from possibly being Link. I don't think that could be the case. As long as it's not Chris Pratt. Anybody but Chris Pratt at this point. And I like Chris Pratt, but I don't like him being the go-to guy for, I don't know, pop culture voiceovers and or whatever guaranteed box office success. Who would you guys want to see play Link? The world's most controversial thing. I mean, I would think like Orlando Bloom, at least in his younger days, would have done a good job. Yes, I agree. Also, I get very like once someone has sort of defined themselves for me, like in that, like I can't see them as anything like a new character. I'm like, okay, you can't be in every movie and have me react to you as if you are doing some incredible acting every time. I have one of my big pet peeves is how somehow actors get away with playing more than one superhero role in their lifetime. Like for me, it's like the who's the guy who Chris Evans getting to play Johnny Storm and uh, Captain America. I'm like, okay, too many things. Ryan Reynolds got to be what is it, Green Lantern, and then got to be the Deadpool, and of course he's amazing as Deadpool. But it's like, do you know what I mean? It's like not fair that you get to be on all these franchise or these IPs. You gotta like unfair trade practice. It's like monopoly. Okay, I'll bring this drawing in and let's see how we think I did. I had to guess at like what the hat shape was going to look like, but I think it looks pretty good. This is always the kiss of death, is to feel like it's in the spirit of the thing. I'm gonna hurt my own feelings by flipping horizontal. Okay, well, it still works. Let's see how the rest of these look. Ooh, those got overlapped. I don't like that. Here, split those up. Alright, I'll give myself a passing grade. Definitely some artistic license being taken with some of this stuff, but oh, the no, because you'll convince yourself. Your eyeballs will start to lie to you and say, "Yes, perfect. There's no flaws anywhere." And then it's like when you see the reverse reflection of yourself in a mirror, or on a webcam or something like that. So it's not how you look in a mirror; it's how you look through someone else's eyes. It's completely different from what you see in a mirror. throws you off. A little bit of fluffing up. One thing I want to try and draw is like a Zelda enemy or a Zelda bad guy. Any requests for that? That's fun. There's all these new bad guys in the latest games. I don't even know what half these things are. This guy's cool. Again. Does anybody know? From A Link to the Past. Feels worthy. Eventually, what I'm going to do is start brainstorming and sketching compositions for keyframes, things that could look basically something like this shot. Like, imagine this, like more like a storyboard kind of a thing, like redrawn or composition made more appropriate to be, instead of copying, which is what I'm doing right now, actually coming up with ideas and compositions that would look amazing if they were made, and then I'll probably pick a few things from that to actually expand into like a several frame sequence, something with like a beginning, middle, end, maybe a minute's worth, or maybe even 2 minutes of storyboard frames that could then constitute a sample that maybe if I get lucky I can get it in front of the right person to persuade them to hire me, if not on this game, then some other game in the future or something like that. So that's the goal. I hope to be doing that next week, like actually having real storyboards getting put together by next week. this week I'm more or less reserving to do these studies and create fluency not only with these characters and the drawing style and the lore and whatnot, but also with Twitch itself and sorting out what bugs might be in the works before I get too far. But I've been really impressed with how the OBS system works. Just recording this stuff is very cool. I'm going to start doing it more often just for my work because it feels useful to like see a recording of what I'm doing. Maybe one day I can use it to create like a lesson or something like that, like a case study curriculum for teaching storyboarding or something like that. Alrighty, man. Go have your Panda Express. Thanks for coming, man, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, you don't have to get up from your seat to eat your Panda Express. It's right there. What's your favorite thing from Panda Express? Like, does it have a real panda in it? Beijing beef. Beef. It's the worst thing on the menu. Okay, because it's got like the calorie count there. Guaranteed heart attack. This Aghanim guy is like Mun-Ra. You guys remember Mun-Ra from Thundercats? Mun-Ra, the ever-living. This guy's eyes more pinpricky. A bit better. Honey sesame chicken. So yummy right now. Does anybody here celebrate Diwali? Because I went to a Diwali party last night, first time. One of my neighbors, I guess I'm ignorant and I'll just say that they're Indian, but they're obviously, they're fun. They had a party. They invited us over and let my kids play with sparklers and stuff like that. Fed us some awesome Indian food. Yeah, I don't know if all Diwali parties are fun or, but they had a few friends drive more than a few miles to come to their thing. It was probably like a housewarming party for them too, now that I think about it, because they just recently moved to the area. But it was fun. I was already wasted from before, so I get over there and I having just a blast with these sparklers. Indian movies that slap. I have not seen RRR yet. I know that's supposed to be amazing. I'm gonna check that out. That could be a strategy. Is I've seen commercials for it and it's just look astounding. So maybe that'll be good research for action movies, action scenes that might be well translated to, Zelda Project. Been a little surprised they haven't brought back Aghanim to be a recurring character on the Zelda series, or maybe they have and I didn't notice. But feels like they put him out to pasture real quick. I'm not sure why. The movie RRR. Am I wrong, John? Didn't you have friends who were having like a RRR watching party and you went to it or something? Oh yeah, seen that twice. Yes, of course, yes. Good. For my next drawing, I'll use a different brush. See if it feels like a mistake, or if it feels like it might be appropriate. Alright, John's got a new one. What is it? What to draw next? I always loved like Octoroks, you know? Let's see here. Clicking. Ooh, that's cool. Okay, so Here, I'll take this image. I'm trying to be careful about how I'm pulling around my browser windows because I don't want people to see all my links, the web links. Okay, here it is. John, you want me to draw this? Or do you, hell yeah. All right. Do you like it in this style, or do you want, give it a go? All right. Well, if it's this, you probably use the same brush, because this is very rigid. This is cool. This has a little bit of like Samurai Jack kind of design. Is this it's like that Wind Waker style. And that one I didn't play. The Ganon character really looks like an eagle here. So much so, it's almost like it makes sense to draw that first. Is that maybe a thing that's true about him? Like, does he turn into birds now? Or is that just something the artist might have been using as inspiration for the pose? He does have a big-ass dope pet bird monster boss. Okay. Tested this assignment. He's got a powered fortress. Yep. He's the king of thieves. Big old sword. They went with a sadder portrayal of Ganon this go round. Okay, so, like, he's a sympathetic character? One but Warcraft. Oh, I see. Ink. Mm-hmm. Is he still like a thief, or is he was he doing something strayed from the light, kind of lost his way in the righteousness, kind of vibe? Oh, cool. Um, yeah, type it out slightly, or if that takes too long, don't worry about it. But tell me at some point, because I'll probably need to know it, or should be interested. Did they ever? It's like I remember in the original Zelda, there was a Triforce of Wisdom and a Triforce of Power, but then they seem to just sort of get away with all that stuff, and then it's just the Triforce. I don't know if they ever do anything like that again. Yeah, this is a fun graphic composition. Link has these little almond eyes. He's like Scott Pilgrim Link, right? Did I just make a connection? Wisdom, power, and courage. Oh, there's a quick chart. Okay, clicking. Ah, well, this is handy. I'll bookmark this. Here's Zelda with her bow. Being a little taller than Link. I think that's a normal thing, though, right? Oh, did I not draw Ganon tall enough? I'm not that far off. Oh, taller than Link and Zelda. Yeah, yeah. crown. A little bit like a Powerpuff Girl. Zelda. I like this. It's a fun departure challenge. Back to Link. Almost done here. Really tiny legs. Alright, now to Ganon. Now that's a hard angle to draw his head because it's pointed straight down. His head is so strange. It's so angular. I remember when Ganon looked like a pig. I really got away from that. That's not something that we seem to have. Yeah, okay, it's got this giant beak-like nose. Like I gotta turn my whole head this way to check my work. Back it all the way up. To draw like this, I'll draw like that. Yeah, it's funny. That angle of the bridge of his nose is literally like that. Draw a little further up. Yeah, and it's like all my artistic instincts are like, faces don't look like that, so that's gotta be wrong. So don't draw it that way, but that's the design of it. Tough. It's like a mosaic of geometry that looks really cool, but then you have to actually like tease it out, like what is that part? What is that part? Wind Waker, yeah. It certainly like looks the least intimidating. I remember being when it came out. I mean, I think I was maybe like 20 years old or something like that. So wasn't playing as many video games sort of in general. I definitely never had the GameCube. I mean, I guess I had a girlfriend who had a GameCube, so I played it. Played GameCube, but never Wind Waker. I played Paper Mario, which is so much fun. Getting high and going on a million side quests. Oh yeah, cool. Look at these eagle talons in like the shape of lightning bolts as the design on his cloak. So cool. Claws over here. Hot local grandpa is the funniest. The funniest username. That's funny. When you show up in people's chats, I bet they're like, oh, who is this guy? People think you're a bot. Yeah, when I saw you posting all the stuff about butts are here and stuff like that, I was like, I, I hope this is somehow related to my brother, because otherwise it's been like infiltrated by bots, and that would not make me super confident about continuing. I mean, you could still be a bot and be my brother's friend. It's okay. We'll make this the last one. There's a whole top to this drawing I can't even see. But there's a sword up here. Tree! Needs some serious speed lines. All the speed lines in the original drawing are kind of going in the wrong direction, in my opinion. If you agree or not, I think this could have used, like, this is so crazy, like this great, all this dynamism, but then these horizontal speed lines, and then the way that these are just sort of flattening the space. It's not really doing anything. I feel like this sort of radial speed line shit is really awesome. I could seem like this. All right, well, let's call it a night there. I don't know if anybody's still watching, besides my brother and hot local grandpa, but I really appreciate everybody popping in, saying hi, and checking this out. Tomorrow, I'm going to be back at the same time. I'm going to use a different brush, has a different look, and you may or may not be a fan, but it's going to be a similar approach, but we're going to really get more into the more modern Link designs, so I can familiarize myself with those, and more of the bad guys as well, and probably some Zelda. Get that in there too. All right, I am going to. It's a little early, but I'm going to call it a night because I'm tired. All right, bye everybody. Thanks for coming.